Hey football lovers, are you ready for some jaw-dropping action? The Guardiola brothers Pep and Per are shaking the foundations of football with some seriously slick moves. Have you ever imagined what it would be like if the brains behind Manchester City decided to create a Spanish version? Well, it's happening. Per, the mastermind agent, and Pep, the tactical genius, have teamed up with the City Football Group to transform Girona into what's quickly becoming known as the Spanish Manchester City. But is this just savvy business or a stroke of footballing genius rooted in their Barcelona legacy? Remember Per's days mingling with football royalty at Nike? Who would have thought he'd go from that to being the go-to guy for snagging top football talent and sealing groundbreaking deals? The Guardiola brothers are not just participating in the football world, they're rewriting the rulebook, with Girona FC now a shining star in the CFG galaxy and powered by Manchester City's lone talent. The mission is bold and clear, to catapult Girona to the top of La Liga and beyond. But can they turn Girona into an unstoppable force? And there's even more to this story. With their eyes on global football domination, the expansion of CFG under the Guardiola banner is signaling the rise of a new football empire. But how will Per's knack for negotiation and Pep's coaching wizardry shape the future of Manchester City and Girona? So strap in and get ready for an epic journey. The rise of the Spanish Manchester City is upon us, with the Guardiola brothers steering the ship. Will Girona's transformation change the face of football as we know it? Keep your eyes on the game, folks. The Guardiola bros are here to make history, and they're playing for keeps. Are you ready to witness the revolution? Dive into the football world where the Guardiola brothers are making serious waves. This is more than luck. Picture this. The whole CFG empire started as a dream in Soriano's mind back when he was the vice president at Barcelona. But when the club's leadership got rocky, he placed out in 2008. Fast forward to 2012, Soriano lands in Manchester City and bam! The CFG is born a year later, kicking off with the New York City FC. Now fasten your seatbelts because the expansion didn't stop there. They've spread their wings across the globe, owning a piece of the pie in 13 clubs across 5 continents, with Girona being one of their shiny gems. Here's where it gets juicy. Pep Guardiola's much-anticipated move to Manchester City in 2016 and the shift of Per Guardiola's agency to Manchester in 2013 seem like pieces of a grand plan coming together. And for those who love a good conspiracy theory, this timeline is like gold. But let's be honest, Soriano isn't hiding in the shadows. He's out there proud as can be about their global football takeover. Soriano flipped it into a badge of honor when folks started mumbling about unfair advantages. He's all about shaking things up in the football world, doing things that have never been done before. For Soriano and the CFG, it's not just about conquering the football world, it's about rewriting the rules. They're on a quest for financial glory and to dominate the sport. And let me tell you, the future looks thrilling with these football visionaries at the helm. Meet Per Guardiola, the Spanish mastermind and sports agent, born on July 16, 1976. This guy kicked off his career in style at Nike, where he wasn't just another employee. Oh no, Per was the go-to guy for scouting fresh talent and keeping FC Barcelona stars and the Spanish national team happy. And get this, he was rubbing elbows with football legends like Ronaldo and Ronaldinho. Talk about starting with a bang. Per Guardiola might not be as famous as his brother Pep, a superstar coach at Manchester City, but he's also a big deal in the football world. Imagine being the go-to guy for football stars like Luis Suarez and helping manage your brother's career. That's Per for you. Back in the day, he even rubbed shoulders with football legends like Ronaldo and Ronaldinho while working at Nike. Fast forward to now, and Per's running his show with Media Base Sports, an agency he kicked off in 2009. He didn't just start this to make a quick buck, he wanted to be there for footballers in every way possible, whether they were on the pitch or dealing with stuff like taxes. He's got an eye for talent, especially young guns from Spain and Portugal, and some of his picks have hit the big leagues, like William Carvalho and Junior Firpo. But here's where it gets juicy. Per went into business with Manchester City's owners and bought a massive chunk of Girona, a football club. Some eyebrows were raised, wondering if this was above board, especially since City started loaning players to Girona. But as it turns out, there's no rule against it in Spain, so they're playing it by the book. Even though he's not always in the spotlight like his brother Pep, Per Guardiola is making waves in football. He's shaping up to be one of those behind-the-scenes power players, possibly even outlasting his brother's fame. Talk about family goals. Big news, folks. Manchester City's big boss group, the City Football Group, just snagged a massive piece of La Liga's Girona, and guess what? Pep Guardiola's brother, Per Guardiola, is in on the action too. They've grabbed 44.3% of Girona each, leaving the rest to the fans. How cool is that? This is no minor deal. It's like Girona hit the jackpot. They're getting all the secrets to success from the City Football Group. Think top-notch training, a gold mine of young talent, and some serious marketing muscle. Plus, they've already welcomed 5 Manchester City players on loan. Talk about getting the VIP treatment. Girona stepping into the big leagues in style, making their La Liga debut with a bang against Atletico Madrid. They've come a long way, and with this partnership, they're not just aiming to play with the big boys, they want to become one. Ferran Soriano, the big boss at City Football Group, couldn't stop raving about Girona's ambition and flair for exciting football. And Per Guardiola, he's all in, seeing this move as a golden opportunity before Girona's historic climb to La Liga. With Girona joining the City Football Group family alongside teams from Australia, the US, Japan, and Uruguay, they're building a football empire. Watch out, world! Girona's on the rise, and they're playing to win. Heads up, football fans, Per Guardiola, Pep's brother, is sprinting ahead in the game to become the agent for Celta Vigo's midfield sensation, Gabri Veiga. With a £35 million price tag on his head, Vega's turning heads in the Premier League, and guess what? Manchester City and 4 other English clubs are drooling over the chance to sign this 20-year-old goal machine, who's been lighting up La Liga this season. But wait, there's more drama at City. They're on the verge of a significant midfield makeover as the future of stars like Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva hangs in the balance. Gundogan might be Barcelona-bound, while PSG is making eyes at Silva again. Amidst the uncertainty, City's eyes are set on some of the biggest names in football, including Jude Bellingham, Alexis Mac Allister, Mason Mount, and Mateo Kovacic. Plus, let's remember the new kid on the block, Maximo Perron, who's already shown glimpses of his talent in his first few games. Now back to Gabri Veiga, with Per Guardiola possibly taking him under his wing. After a pitch to Vega's sister, talk about a family affair, City might have an inside track to signing the midfield dynamo. But it's not a walk in the park, with Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Aston Villa all throwing their hats in the ring for Veiga. And for a bit of trivia, Per's already got Sergio Gomez in his client list, who joined City from RSC Anderlecht last summer and has been making waves despite a red card hiccup in the Champions League. So will City snag Veiga and add another star to their squad? With Per Guardiola in the mix, this transfer saga will be much more enjoyable. Guess what, football fans? The Guardiola brothers are teaming up in a big way. They've got big plans to keep Girona in La Liga and boost the club to new heights. The message is clear. They want Girona to be a mainstay in the top flight of Spanish football. And here's the kicker. Girona is about to get a severe power-up from Manchester City. Girona will have 5 City players joining them on loan thanks to the new deal this season. Talk about an upgrade. No one's spilling the beans on how much this deal cost, but it's a game changer. The deal got the thumbs up from the Spanish Sports Ministry, so everything's all set. Girona, get ready to rise and shine with the Guardiola magic touch. And there you have it, folks. The Guardiola brothers are not just playing around, but are on a mission to turn Girona into a footballing powerhouse. With Per's brains and Pep's brilliance, they're taking the football world by storm. It's not just about winning matches, but about setting a new standard. As Girona gears up under their guidance, we are all set for a treat. So please keep your eyes on the pitch, because the Spanish Manchester City, led by the Guardiola Magic, will show us how the game is played. Get ready for some breathtaking football, because the sky's the limit with Guardiola in charge.